The Kodansha Awards are back with the nominees announced back in April. We now have the results. Just so you know, this is a pretty legit award. Past winners include Tensei Slime, Blue Lock, Tokyo Revengers, the Quintessential Quintuplets, and To Your Eternity, which are such famous series now. And that's just the shonen category. There's a shoujo and general category too, with past winners including Fruits Baskets, Nina the Starry Bride, Perfect World, Sailor Moon, Parasite, Vagabond, March Comes in Like a Lion, and Blue Period. I'm assuming you've heard of at least one of these, maybe. Or maybe you just read Chainsaw Man and now you're an expert on everything manga. Anyways, it goes without saying that this award knows its shit, so let's get into it. I'll also mention some nominees that I personally enjoy. Starting off in the shoujo category, getting right to it, the winner was My Girlfriend's Child. That title alone would probably turn this into a horror for some people. Story-wise, it's basically Juno for weebs, which is ironic since weebs don't have to worry about teenage pregnancy. Runner-ups include Simping for My Idol and a repeat from last year, Dating a Deaf Girl. This one's really nice, introducing some problems deaf people have in learning sign language. These are all really cute relationship stuff, which is probably the closest many of us will ever get to a real relationship. Anywho, next is the shonen category, and even here we can't escape the romance. One of the nominees, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, is your basic Romeo and Juliet. Or boarding school Juliet, though the girl is less tough. What I really like about this is the school names, Chidori's Boys School and Kikyo Girls School. What a classic competition. Next to that is your more classic shonens, Akane Banashi and Gachiakuta, both very fun series. First is the runner-up to this year's Manga Taisho Awards. It's a neat one if you're unfamiliar with Rakugo. It's basically a sports anime about being a Rakugoka. Who knew classic Japanese comedy could be so competitive and dramatic? It adds flair. But I did learn a lot about Rakugo through this, which is cool in and of itself. Most other Rakugo-based series don't talk about the classic stories, though there is one who turned one into a song. Then Gachiakuta, classic fighting series where their power revolves around how much you treasure something. The main character draws out the power of attachment to trash, which means he could literally fight using waifu figures. He can wield the power of God and anime. Truly the most powerful of anime characters. But the winner of the shonen category is another nominee from last year, Shangri-La Frontier. The hell was that? Well, the last one didn't have a drum roll. No, we're moving on. We're not doing that again. Shangri-La Frontier. There's no drama or heavy stakes, it's just a really advanced game, and honestly, some of those game mechanics are pretty cool. Shangri-La Frontier is the main game they play, but it's cool seeing them play others. There's even a fighting game tournament arc, which is so cool. I'm looking forward to the anime. And that brings us to the general category. This one had some pretty big hitters, including the winner of the 15th Manga Taisho Awards, The Darwin Incident. Didn't win this one though. It is a weird one about a human-chimpanzee mix and an animal rights terrorist group trying to use him to push their agenda. Other than that, there's a nominee that was also a nominee in the last 2 Manga Taisho Awards. It's certainly trying, which is pretty on brand considering the story of a guy who's pretty much trying to stay sane in his mundane-ass job. It's a comedy about working at an all-girls school, and it's grounded yet weird. Kinda exaggerates the situation. But hey, it's funny. Didn't win again though. Next is a bit of irony, Medalist, because it certainly wasn't a medalist this time. But, it's a really good manga. It even won the 2022 Shogakukan Award in the general category. It's how to get into figure skating in Japan, which is really hard because Japan is cracked at figure skating. Ever seen them at the Olympics? It's nutty! I learned more than I ever expected to about the sport. You really can't help but cheer for the characters. It is infectious in the best of ways. I love the art too. Small shout out to the recent adaptation announcement. Anyways, the one we're all here for, the winner of the best general manga is... Where's the drum roll this time? Ugh. The winner, which has an anime airing right now, is Skippin' Loafer. The comfy country girl makes friends in the city. It's just really wholesome. I went in expecting romance, but I got good feelings instead, with a bit of romance on the side. Pretty okay trade-off. I came for coffee and got tea. And that's it for this year's Kodansha Awards. I didn't mention all the nominees, sorry if I missed some favorites, but feel free to comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.